What is up, everybody? It's your bro, Super Bro Zulfi. Welcome to another video. Today it is a special day. It is the last day of 2023. It is December 31st, 2023. I'm wishing everybody that's watching this a happy new year, and I hope your 2024 is wonderful. And I thought, hey, why not spend the last day of this year talking about my favorite video game console of all time, which is the Nintendo Wii. And I want to show off my collection because this year I got serious about collecting for the Nintendo Wii just a little bit. I have some games from back when I was a child or teenager, because the Wii came out when I was a teenager. I don't know why I said child, but when I was a teenager, I have some games from back then, but a lot of these games have been added to my collection recently, and I just want to take some time and talk about some of them with you guys. This video is going to be a little bit on the longer side, so if you want, go grab yourself some snacks, go grab yourself a hot warm beverage, because we're going to be here for a while because we got a lot of games to talk about. So let's dive right in to my first game, which is also my favorite game, not just my favorite game on the Nintendo Wii, but my favorite game of all time. Super Mario Galaxy. 3D platformer, amazing. I'm a big Mario guy, always have been, always will be. Mario is my favorite video game character of all time, and I've always been into space as well. I've been a big space guy, big into Star Wars. So when you take Mario and you put him in space, it's a combination that just works for me. There's elements in this game like the gravity mechanics that hold up so well even today and work so well. It's so creative. It's just a masterpiece. A masterpiece. And yeah, that's my favorite game of all time on the Nintendo Wii. If you haven't played this game, I highly recommend you play it. It is also in Super Mario 3D All-Stars. If you can get your hands on a copy of that game, you can play this game in HD. And that probably is the best way to play it. But if you could track it on Wii and you have a Wii, definitely recommend playing it on Wii because it's a great experience on the Nintendo Wii as well. This is my original copy from back when I was a teenager, and I still have it. So, love that. And Super Mario Galaxy 2 is also just as good as the first game. I think I hold the first game a little bit higher just because of nostalgia, really. But also, if there was one gripe I had with Galaxy 2, it was the Starship Mario. It was cool in concept. It's a cool thing. You know, there's a spaceship that's shaped like Mario's head, but it's very limiting, right? You really miss the openness of the Comet Observatory that's in the first game with Rosalina. I think that is how a 3D Mario game should be. We should have a hub world, right? Like Princess Peach's castle or Aldefino, Rosalina's observatory. But in this game, we don't get that, and they kind of do a 2D style map where there's an overworld map, and you're just picking levels by scrolling, which is a little bit boring. But other than that, gameplay is phenomenal. It basically takes everything that you love about Galaxy and expands upon it. The reason this game was even made to begin with is because Nintendo had so many unused ideas from the first Mario Galaxy game that they just had to make a second game. And that's why I don't think we'll ever get a Galaxy 3, because this game was only made because there was extra stuff left over that Nintendo wanted to use, and they got it out in this game. But a part of me really hopes that we get a Super Mario Galaxy 3 someday, because it is my favorite video game franchise of all time. So, you know, I would be over the moon, pun intended, if they ever announce Super Mario Galaxy 3. I'm here for it. Alright, so those are my two favorite games of all time, basically. So it's all downhill from here, right? Let's keep it going. The next game is Super Mario. I have to also look at the viewfinder because there's a glare that comes on the game as well, so I might look over a little bit from time to time. So Super Mario Bros. Wii. This game is special to me as well because this is the first game I ever bought with my own money, as in money that I actually worked for. So back when I was in high school, I started working at Burger King, and I remember that there was a game store down the street from the Burger King. It was called Game Crazy. It was I don't know if a lot of people know what it was, but it was an add-on to Hollywood Video. And I would go there and browse games from time to time during my lunch break. And I remember that once I started getting paid, and this game came out in 2009, I believe, I went and spent my own money that I actually worked for, that I got from Burger King, on this game, and picked it up. And this is not the exact copy, because I did end up getting a separate copy. So I also went through this phase where I was selling off a lot of my games. So some of these games are my original games, like the Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2, but this game is not my original copy. I rebought this basically later because I sold my original copy, sadly. But the game is still special to me because I did buy it with my own money. But yeah, and it also has this shamancy red case, which is so unique. It really stands out. I know some people don't like it because when you have all your Wii games lined up, it kind of sticks out. It's like, what's that red game? But I like it. You know, red represents Nintendo. It represents Mario. I like it. It's unique. And for people that are complaining about it being on a shelf, just put it at the end. Put it at the very beginning or the very end of your collection. That way it's not just one red line in the middle of your stack of games. All right. Let's keep it going. We're going to stick with the Mario train. The next game is Super Paper Mario. This is a game that I played originally back when I had my Wii. I still have my Wii. What am I saying? When I say back, I'm talking about when I was a teenager in high school, because that's when I was playing the Wii on a regular basis. But I did play through this game originally, and I rebought it this year. Yeah, I'm getting more and more into the Paper Mario games. This game isn't your traditional RPG Paper Mario game. It's more of a 2D platformer game that has a little bit of RPG elements. But I'm excited to dive back in and give this game another shot, because I never did finish it. I did play through it, but I don't think I ever beat the game. And right now I am playing through Paper Mario on the N64 on the Switch Online, and my goal is to play Thousand Year Door next year when it comes out. I'm super excited for that game, and I want to actually dive back into this one too and finish it and see what it's all about, and then also play some of the newer ones that came out, like for the Wii U and the Switch, because I've never played those as well. I really want to try all the Paper Mario games, even though I know it's very divisive when we talk about Paper Mario. There's certain ones that are considered good and certain ones that are considered bad, but I think I want to play them and make my own opinion on those games. All right, we got Paper Mario, Super Paper Mario. Oh, and the cool thing about this game, before we move on to the next game, is that it has this special gimmick where you can go from 2D to 3D. Like if you look at the back, that's kind of like the main thing. Mario flips out. You can go from the 2D gameplay style to a 3D, and it kind of shows you hidden items and stuff like that. Things that you can't see in 2D, you can see in 3D, and vice versa. Next one, Mario Kart Wii. Classic game. Some of the best courses, in my opinion, for Mario Kart come from Mario Kart Wii. Maple Treeway, Koopa Cape, Coconut Mall, Wario Gold Mine, right? So many great stages come from Mario Kart Wii. And I remember playing this game with my brother a lot, and we would actually use the Wii wheel. I have a couple of those too as well in my storage, but so nostalgic playing with the Wii wheel. And it was such a big component to this game that they even put it on the cover of the game, even though it wasn't required. But I know there was also a bundle that you could buy when you bought the game that came with the game and the Wii wheel, and then you could buy the Wii wheel separately as well. But such a cool idea, such a fun idea from Nintendo, even though it wasn't the best, and it was probably better to just use a nunchuck controller to control the carts, but it was fun. So great Mario Kart game, Mario Kart Wii. Next up, we got Mario Party 8. And this is one that I didn't actually own, but my cousins did. A lot of fun playing Mario Party. So we played a lot of Mario Party growing up on the N64. Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, those are the two main ones we played. But, yeah, we never really played the GameCube ones. And then we played the Wii one. And we played this one quite a bit and enjoyed it a lot. I don't own Mario Party 9. I used to, but that game where you're all in one car and moving around the board together, so strange, so different, and I personally don't like it. So this I really like. And I think Mario Party 10 is also the same way, where you're all in one vehicle. Not a big fan of that mechanic. So this is kind of like the last Mario Party game, besides like the Switch ones that we got, that kind of feels like a old school traditional, Mario Party game, in my opinion. Yeah, Mario Party 9 I will eventually add to the collection, because I am going for the full first party collection of the Wii. But I will say right now, Mario Party 8 is the definitive Mario Party game on the Wii. So play this one over Mario Party 9 for sure. Alright, we're going to dive into some Mario sports games. We have Mario Strikers Charged, right? And I love the attitude these characters have in this game. They're angry, they're pissed off, who knows why, but I love seeing the Mushroom Kingdom characters like that. And then again, Battle League, the new one that came out, not a good game. I bought it, I tried it, I hated it. After 1 hour of playing that game, you experienced everything that game has to offer, and I ended up selling it. But this was such a big deal when it first came out, because, it was the first time you had online with Mario Strikers. I think they put so much love and care into the course designs, fun gimmicks, very creative to look at. It had soul, I feel like, on the Wii, where the new one on the Switch has no soul. And I don't own it anymore. I sold it because it's a waste of time. Alright, so that's Mario Striker Charged. Keep it going with the sports games. Mario Sluggers, Mario Super Sluggers, which is the Mario baseball game. And this is one that we definitely need on the Switch, or maybe the next console. But I hope it's a development team that works on it that actually cares about it and isn't doing it for a quick cash grab, because this game is fun. I've played a little bit of it, I really enjoy it, and I would love to see an updated version of Mario Baseball. My wife also is a huge baseball fan, so I know she would love a Mario Baseball game, a modern Mario Baseball game. We've gone so long. I don't even remember when this game came out. Does it? 2008. Yeah. We haven't had a Mario Baseball game since 2008. So, yeah, that's like 15 years. We are overdue for some Mario Baseball. Nintendo, please make one and put some love into it. I will be there to buy it day one. Alright, next one is Mario Power Tennis. Now, this was originally a GameCube game, but this was a part of their new play control that they did on the Wii, and that's why it has this different looking case. It has a border around it, and it even says play classic GameCube games with enhanced Wii controls. I think it works great for a game like this, where it's tennis, right? And the Wii with its motion controls, it's a perfect way to play Mario Tennis. I haven't actually played this game, so I don't know if this plays well or not, but I definitely need to check it out. And I do enjoy the Mario Tennis games. Again, not the recent ones. The one that was on the Switch, Aces, was okay, but I feel like the one on the GameCube, N64, Game Boy Advance, all the previous ones were definitely better than the Switch ones. I don't know what it is about the Nintendo Switch and Mario sports games, but I feel like they just can't nail it, which is why I hope that the Mario baseball game comes out on the next console. and not the Switch, because I feel like the Switch already kind of has this bad omen when it comes to Mario sports games. But I would also love to see another Mario Tennis in the future, and I hope they do it well next time. But yeah, that's in the collection as well. Moving on, a big one, and this is going to be a very, very unpopular opinion, but Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Nintendo Wii is my favorite Super Smash Bros. Game, and I know competitive Smash Bros. Players are going to hate me for that opinion because this is the slowest, it's the most floaty of the games, right? But to me, this game is amazing because I like the floatiness. First of all, for someone who's not a competitive player and a casual player, I think it gives us more time to think, especially when we get hit up in the air and then we're returning back to stage. I can use those extra seconds, you know, that floatiness, to think of what I'm going to do next. You know, I don't have to constantly be on and super fast when it comes to my decision making. But not only that, this game has the Subspace Emissary, which hands down is the best single player mode in any Smash Brothers game. You get full cutscenes. You could play it with up to 2 people. You could pick your characters. Also, the time period when this game came out, I feel like there was so much hype and build up to the release of this game, and it was mainly done through the website, the Smash Brothers Dojo website. And I don't think they've done something like that for any other game, where Monday through Friday during the weekdays you would get a news update, a little bit of information about the game. Sometimes it would be something small, like here's an item or here's an assist trophy, but sometimes it would be really big. It would be like, here's a whole new character. One day you wake up and you check the website and Sonic the Hedgehog is a character, a playable character. I remember that was amazing. That my brother went crazy because he's a big Sonic fan, but like that was insane. Like there was so much hype and build up to this game, and I feel like I remember that a lot when I think of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where I can't think of the hype or the build up to any of the other Super Smash Bros. Games, but this one I can remember clearly. Also, it introduced my favorite Smash Bros. Character, my main, which is Lucas. He's in this game as well. And also, I'm one of those people that like Smash Bros. To be a Nintendo exclusive fighter, and this game only introduced Sonic and Snake as 2 third-party characters, where I feel like we got more with the Wii U one, and now Smash Bros. Ultimate kind of lost its identity, in my opinion. And I actually don't even own that game anymore. I sold my copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because I just don't care for it. It's a mess to look at. You look at all those characters, and I know so many people are excited and love it, but when I look at the Smash Bros. Ultimate roster, I'm like, this is a mess. There's too many characters in this game, and it's so many characters that shouldn't be in this game. And it's kind of becoming like Fortnite, where Fortnite is adding whatever characters to their game, right? Batman, you got Marvel, Star Wars, you got anime characters, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. It's like Fortnite lost its identity, in my opinion, and Smash Brothers kind of lost its identity too. And I don't think we'll ever go back to a time where it was just Nintendo characters, but this sort of signifies that to me a little bit. So that's why I love Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and that's why it's my favorite Smash Bros. Game. So let's put that down, even though that's a very unpopular opinion. Alright, let's move on. Let's do this one first, actually. We're moving on to Zelda. This one, Twilight Princess. Now, the more I think about the Legend of Zelda series, I am starting to realize I prefer linear Zelda over open world Zelda. This game in particular holds a dear place in my heart because it is actually the first Zelda game that I've ever played. I was late to coming to the Zelda franchise. I did know who Link was because I played Super Smash Bros. On the N64, and I knew he was from the Zelda games, but I just never played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. It wasn't until the Wii came out and I played Zelda Twilight Princess on it. and I absolutely love this game. And now, when I think back to it, I think this is probably my favorite Zelda game of all time. I love the style here. I love the darkness. I love the fact that it's linear. There's so much stuff to love about this game, and I really wish we kind of go back to this a little bit. I hope we get a sequel to this game. I hope we get an HD sequel. That would be amazing, but I don't know, because Nintendo seems like they're very stuck on the whole open world Zelda games. And Zelda games are tough, because I feel like every time I play one, right, sometimes I might feel like this is the best one, but I need to take a step back and look at everything, right? Because the reason I mention that is because the next game that came out on the Wii for the Zelda series was Skyward Sword. Well, this was actually the Wii exclusive, the game that was built from the ground up for the Wii, because the first one was also on the GameCube, Twilight Princess. But I remember at the time of playing this game, I absolutely loved it. And I had considered this to be my favorite Zelda game for quite a while. Because I didn't have issues that other people had. I know some people had issues with the motion controls where it wasn't working, and this game is very motion control heavy, because that's how you control his sword and everything. But I never had those issues, and it worked perfectly for me, which made me actually really love it. But this game did not age as well, in my opinion, than Twilight Princess, because I look at how this game looks, the art style of it, even though it is this cool water painty style, I feel like it's aged a little bit, right? And I feel like Twilight Princess, it also has aged a little bit too, but I kind of just like the style of this game, so that kind of helps it stay alive a little bit more. And I know Wind Waker is probably the game that probably has withstood the test of time the best, but we're not talking about Wind Waker here. But from these two games, I definitely feel like this one, as of right now, as of the end of 2023, I would say this is my favorite Zelda game. Even though for some time I did consider this to be my favorite Zelda game. And then also, when Breath of the Wild first came out and I played through that and I put like 300 hours into it, there was a time period where I was like, Breath of the Wild is the best Zelda game. So Zelda games are tough. I feel like I'm ping-ponging all over the place. But as of right now, I want to say Twilight Princess is probably my favorite Zelda game. Alright. Let's just put it down now. Because I could just keep going on and on about Zelda. Next game is Donkey Kong Country Returns. I played this when it came out originally. This isn't my original copy. I did sell it and I rebought it. And this was a game that you can also play with up to 2 players, I believe, as well. So I remember playing this with my brother as well. And it's an amazing 2D side-scrolling game. It's very hard, actually. So if you want a 2D side-scrolling game that's hard, and it's also a collectathon because you're collecting puzzle pieces, you're collecting the Kong letters, this is right up your alley. But the controls are tight. It's first-party Nintendo platforming. You know the controls are going to be tight. And Tropical Freeze, its sequel, it just takes everything this game did and enhances upon it. But that was a Wii U game and also a Switch port. But it started here with Donkey Kong Country Returns, and it is a great game. Highly recommend it as well. This next game I haven't played, but I bought it because it is developed by the same studio that made my favorite game of all time, Mario Galaxy. And that game is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. And this is also a new play control. You can see it right there. New play control, even though it doesn't have that border around it. It is a game that has a lot of similarities to Mario Galaxy. And the thing is, when you look at Mario Galaxy, you'll see that a lot of the mechanics are taken from this game, such as Mario's spin attack, some bubble effects and stuff like that. And I honestly don't have much to say about it because I haven't played it, but I'm super excited to try it because if it's anything like Mario Galaxy, I'm really gonna like it. And I think that game might have been you might have been able to play that game with the Donkey Kongas on the GameCube, the drum set. But here you would play it with on the back, it shows the Wii remote and the nunchuck, so you play it with that. That's the new controls. Alright, we're done one stack. Let's move on to the other stack. I'm gonna do it like this because I noticed that you guys are able to get a sneak peek of what's coming. So maybe this way you won't be able to tell, because you'll just see the little corner. The next game is Kirby's Epic Yarn. Very cozy game. Like, if you want a game that doesn't want to stress you out at all, and you want to just have a nice, easygoing time, play Kirby's Epic Yarn. Me and my brother played this game again. A lot of 2D games had like multiplayer, like couch co-op. This game also has couch co-op, and you could play as another character. But the amount of creativity in this game, like just by looking at the cover, amazing. The game is beautiful to look at. You got things made out of fabric, yarn, different arts and crafts materials. It's a very cozy game, and it's super easy. You can't die in the game. That's how easy it is. You cannot die. You'll get hit, and you'll like get, you know, you'll stutter for a bit, and then after that you just keep going. It's more of a collectathon, finding hidden things scattered throughout the level, and just getting from point A to point B. It's a side-scrolling game, and I think they did a really good job. And there's a lot of different environments. There's like a snow theme level, a fire theme level, a grassy level. Yeah, they did a really good job. And Kirby also has transformations in here, so he could turn into a bunch of different things, and a bunch of different things look like yarns and have different effects. So very fun, easy game. If you have kids, I would highly recommend playing this game with kids, because it's super easygoing. All right, let's put that down. Let's go to the next game. Another pink game. WarioWare Smooth Moves. And they recently made the sequel to this game, which is WarioWare Move It on the Switch, and plays very similar to that. It's just micro games, but it gets you moving. And I think it's always more fun when you're moving and playing the Wii than just sitting still, because, you know, a big aspect of the Nintendo Wii was motion. And yeah, this is just a fun party game, I would say. You're not going to get much exercise out of it, but it is fun. Definitely recommend it if you haven't played it. Or if you've played the new one, WarioWare Move It, and you're itching for more, and you never played this one, go back and give it a shot, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you'll really enjoy it. Next game is also a Wario game. Oh, you guys saw that. It is Wario Land Shake It on the Nintendo Wii. This game I have not played yet, but again, it's a game that uses the motion controls. You're holding it on the side and you're shaking it to do attacks with this game. It's a 2D side-scrolling game again, and you're shaking bags of money, very Wario themed. And I've never played any of the Wario Land games. I haven't played this either, but I really want to try it. I found a good deal on it, so I ended up buying it off of eBay. But yeah, I can't really talk much about it because I don't know much about it. But another Wario game on the Wii. And I think this might be the last Wario Land game that we've gotten, because all the previous ones were like on the Game Boy, I think, right? Or Game Boy Advance. I can't remember. But I think we got one on the Wii. Was there one on the GameCube? There was Wario World, right? On the GameCube, which was a different game. But as far as Wario Land games, I think this was the last one we got. I don't think we got a Wario Land after this one. So this is definitely another series that needs another game. So Nintendo, get on it. Alright, moving on to a game that everybody has played, because this was a pack-in game with the Wii Sports. And I've got this nice fan-made case that goes along nicely with the other Wii cases, because if you originally bought this game, it came with this, a little slip cover, which isn't bad, but I wanted to display my Wii Sports with my other games, so I made sure to buy a custom case for it. And this is actually the original copy right here. The original copy that I had back when I was a teenager of Wii Sports. And the slipcase and the game. And then also Super Smash Bros. Brawl is also my original copy. But yeah, motion controls, this is what got so many people into the Wii. This is why the Wii sold the way it did. Very casual game, and it can also be a competitive game as well, right? I feel like this game was perfect because it appealed to both markets. It appealed to the hardcore gamer to a certain degree, and it also appealed to casual gamers too. Very nostalgic. I'm very nostalgic for this game. Alright, and Nintendo gave that game a sequel in Wii Sports Resort. Very tropical themed game, takes place on an island, Woohoo Island, and just adds to the fun. Adds a bunch of other games to it. I think this game has 12 different sports that you can play, where the first one only had 5. Yeah. And this game also used Wii Motion Plus, which was a better, more accurate way of playing the game. It was a little accessory that you can add to the bottom of the Wii remote. It was something that was also marketed with Skyward Sword, I believe. Skyward Sword was when it started coming as like a built-in thing on the controllers, but with Wii Sports Resort, it was an accessory that came separate, and you would attach it at the bottom of the Wii remote to give it more precision. But yeah, it's fun tropical summer game, I would say. All right, I'm gonna actually skip ahead just because we're in the theme. Wii Sports Resort is a tropical summer game. These two games, I'm gonna talk about them both at once, is Endless Ocean and then Endless Ocean Blue World, which is a sequel to Endless Ocean. And this is just like a collect-a-thon type game where you're going around underwater and you are just relaxing and looking at marine life, right? It's a very easygoing game. I believe Blue World has more of a story, but these are games that are great summer games, great tropical games. And I definitely want to try these games out. I haven't played either of them, but I have them in the collection because they were relatively cheap online. And I think these are nice, relaxing, cozy games that you can play and not have to think too hard, right? It's just looking at a bunch of stuff, exploring. It's just a chill game. You're not going to be stressed out while playing this game. I heard the music in these games are also very relaxing. Alright, going back to the Wii games, we were talking about Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. We also have Wii Play, another game in the Wii line. Now this game is not actual sports, but more like tabletop or like in the basement type of games. Like you've got ping pong, you've got pool, yeah, and a bunch of other stuff that Nintendo came up with. I've never played it, honestly, and I found it recently at a flea market, and the sticker is still on it. I don't know if you can see it, but they were selling it for $10, and I was able to bargain it down to $5. And it's complete in box. That's something I like to go for, is complete in box CIB. So I was able to get this game for $5, pretty cheap. Added it to the collection. Never played it, but I heard it's a fun game, so I definitely want to try it eventually. Moving on, we've got Wii Music. This one is so hard to see on camera. Do I have to angle it like this? Oh, like this. But I know this game is horrible. This game basically has no game in it. It's just random moving around of the Wii remote to pretend you're playing instruments and stuff, I guess. But to me, even though this game is considered a bad game, it's so nostalgic to the time period of when Nintendo was just fun. And I feel like Nintendo is missing that key component nowadays. They're just not fun like they used to be. I remember when this game was first shown off at E3. I don't even remember what year it was, but I remember they were having such a fun time. Miyamoto, Reggie, the rest of the Nintendo people, they were all up on stage pretending to play different instruments using the Wii remote. So if anything, this just reminds me of the good old days where Nintendo used to be a fun company, even if the game sucks. Let's keep it rolling. The next game is Wii Fit, and unfortunately I have not been able to play this game because I don't actually own a Wii balance board. That's something I'm on the lookout for. I want to buy one so that I could test this game out and play it. I was at Goodwill, actually. I was thrifting at Goodwill and I stumbled upon this game, and you can see the tag on the back. It's still there. I bought it for $4, but it actually wasn't $4 because it was half off, because Goodwill has this system where they have deals for certain colors, and those colors are like 50% off or something. So when I went in there, purple was one of the colors. Purple and some other color were 50% off. So instead of paying $4 for this, I ended up paying only $2 for Wii Fit. And I know Wii Fit is not a rare game at all, and it's almost worthless, but this was a pristine copy. Like, if you look at it, it comes with the manual, and the disc is actually in pretty good shape. Let me pull it out real quick so you guys can see it. Like, it's a really good copy of the game. Usually when I go to Goodwill and I look at the games are usually all scratched up and stuff, or it's missing a manual. But this was actually a really good find. Like, someone actually took care of this copy of the game, and I was like, you know what, $2, I'll take it. And there is also a sequel to this game, Wii Fit Plus, which I don't own, but that's a game that I want to eventually get as well. But I gotta track down a balance board so I could play this game and give it a shot. Alright, we are now at the bottom of the list. We're almost done. Next game, this is my last first party game, Big Brain Academy Wii Degree. It's one of those games that makes you think. If you like those type of games that are puzzles, games that are more productive, right? These are the type of games that your teacher wants you to play. So if you're a student and you want to sharpen your brain a little bit, play a Brain Age game or a Big Brain Academy game. Play one of those type of games where it's all about, you know, thinking quickly, using mental abilities, and it's got a nice little vibe to it too. I like the art style here. Very colorful, very cartoony. And I believe you use the Miis. Yeah. You play with like the Miis. Alright. These last 3 games I own are not first party games, but they're games that I want to play. Again, these are games I haven't played, but I'm a big Disney guy as well, so I've heard great things about both of these games, Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2. Definitely want to try both of these games out. Yeah, all I know about these games is that Mickey stumbles upon a magic brush, and he's trying to save a world. It's very basic, but I heard it's actually a pretty good game. And I really like the art style here. Also, the second one, not that one, this one, it has another player. It has Oswald the Rabbit. And I'm not sure if this has co-op. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Unleash the power of the brush in an all-new co-op adventure. So yeah, 2 people could play this game. I mean, that's why it's called The Power of 2. But before I play that one, I do want to eventually play the first one, Epic Mickey. Will I ever have time to play all of these Wii games? Who knows? I'll have to make room in 2024 to play some of these games, but for all I know, I'll probably be adding to the Wii collection and not really playing any of these games. But they're here because maybe one day in the future, when I'm retired and I have all these Wii games and I have nothing else to do, I'll start pulling games off the shelf and start playing them. Another game that I own, third party, but I do not, haven't ever played it. Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. Resident Evil 4 is considered one of the best games of all time. You know, it came out on the GameCube. They made a Wii port. It's on other systems as well, and now they did that recent remake of it, which is phenomenal. But I know I've heard a lot of good things about this game, especially with the Wii controls, that people say that the game controls really nicely with the Wii remote and nunchuck, and a lot of people prefer the way this game feels. They want to play it with the Wii remote and nunchuck because I think that's the best way to play it. I've never played it, so I don't know, but I definitely want to give this game a chance and a shot. I've heard so many good things about it. Yeah. But that is my Wii collection. Let's put the stack here now. I just hope it doesn't fall. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's probably not that much compared to other people's collection, but it is a lot. Look at that. It's a total of 28 games. I made a little short video out of it too, so if you want a quick glance at all of them and their cover arts, you can watch the short that's on my channel. And yeah, I've started collecting for the Wii heavily this year. I'm proud of my collection, even though it's small, 28 games, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this collection grows in the upcoming year. And then we'll do another video at the end of next year showing off the collection again and seeing how much it's grown. And I am on a mission again to collect all first-party games on the Nintendo Wii. There's quite a bit of games that I'm still missing, right? Like, at a glance, you could just tell I'm missing Metroid Prime 3, I'm missing Animal Crossing City Folk, so, and the list goes on and on. But, yeah, this is my first time actually getting serious about collecting something, and I'm proud of that. And I'm going to keep going, because it's fun. And even if I don't play most of these games now or, you know, in the near future, I know I will always have them, and I will eventually get to them at some point in the future. Alright. Let's put this off to the side so it doesn't fall. Alrighty. But yeah, that is my entire Nintendo Wii collection as of 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was a long one right now. Oh my goodness, 40 minutes. We've been recording for 40 minutes. That's insane. But yeah, I just want to say thank you everybody for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a trooper. You experienced me stumbling my words so many times, and yet you're still here. You get a thumbs up, and as a teacher, I will give you a sticker. Here, we're about to enter January. Here, you guys get a whole sticker sheet. A whole January sticker sheet is for you. Good job. Oh wait, hold on. Let me actually give it to you. There. You know what? I'm just gonna hang it right there for you. There. Take good care of it. Okay? You guys have it now. But yeah, also I just want to say thank you for all the love and support in 2023, because 2023 is also the year that I started doing this thing, this YouTubing thing, this live streaming thing, and I appreciate all the support and love people have showed me, and I'm just going to keep doing it because I absolutely love doing this. So just expect more and more content in 2024. I started posting on here, I believe in July of 2023, so I spent half of this year posting and making content, but I'm excited for 2024 as it's going to be my first full year of posting consistently for the entire year, hopefully, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, I hope all of you guys have a wonderful upcoming new year. I hope your 2024 is incredible. Thank you for watching the video. It's been your bro, Super Bro Zulfi, and I'll see you guys all in the next year. Peace.